The island of Aore was a paradise, a hidden gem in the vast ocean. Lush green hills rolled down to meet crystal-clear water, creating a breathtaking landscape that seemed almost unreal. The beaches were pristine, with white sand sparkling under the warm sun, inviting visitors to relax and soak in the beauty. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, respecting the land and sea that provided for them. They fished the abundant seas and farmed the fertile land, ensuring that their community thrived with fresh produce and seafood. Life was good, life was peaceful. The tranquility of the island was a testament to their way of living. The villagers were known for their craftsmanship, creating beautiful and functional items with their hands. Their brightly colored boats, painted with care and pride, were famous throughout the islands, a symbol of their vibrant culture. They were skilled fishermen and talented weavers, passing down their knowledge through generations. Their baskets and mats, woven from the leaves of the pandanus tree, were highly prized for their durability and beauty. The villagers of Aore had everything they needed, from food to shelter, and a strong sense of community. They were content, living a life that many would envy, or so they thought, as the island held secrets yet to be discovered. The annual harvest festival was about to begin. The entire village was buzzing with excitement and anticipation. The villagers gathered in the clearing, their faces lit by the light of the setting sun. The golden hues of the sunset added a magical touch to the evening. The air was filled with the aroma of roasted fish and sweet fruit. The scent was so inviting that it made everyone's mouth water. Children laughed and played, their voices echoing through the village. Their joy was infectious, spreading smiles to everyone around. It was a time for celebration. The villagers danced and sang, their spirits high and their hearts full. It was a time to give thanks. They gathered in a circle, offering prayers and gratitude for the bountiful harvest.
But a shadow fell over the festivities. Dark clouds began to gather on the horizon, casting an ominous gloom.
A sense of unease settled upon the crowd. Whispers of concern spread like wildfire, and the joyous atmosphere began to wane.
The laughter died down. The once lively celebration turned eerily quiet as everyone sensed the impending trouble.
The villagers had become proud. They wore their traditional attire with a sense of superiority. They had forgotten their place. Their discussions turned from joyous to contemplative, realizing their oversight. They had begun to believe that their prosperity was their own doing. They admired their crops, thinking their hard work alone had brought them success. They had forgotten the power of the sea. The stormy waves crashing against the rocks served as a stark reminder. They had forgotten the spirits that watched over them. The ancient statues and altars, once revered, now stood neglected. A thick fog began to roll in from the sea. It moved like a living thing, swirling and twisting as it enveloped the island. The villagers huddled together, fear gripping their hearts. The air grew cold, biting at their skin. An unnatural silence descended. The festive mood evaporated.
And then they saw it.
A towering figure emerged from the fog. Its eyes glowed with an eerie light. Its voice, deep and resonant, boomed across the island.
It was the guardian spirit of Aore, angered by the villagers' pride. It had come to punish them.
Terror gripped the villagers, a palpable fear that spread like wildfire through the community. They fell to their knees, begging for forgiveness, their voices cracking with desperation and fear. They pleaded for mercy, promising to honor the spirit and respect the sea, vowing to change their ways and never forget their place. But their pleas fell on deaf ears. The spirit was unmoved, its cold gaze piercing through their souls. Their offerings of food and handcrafted gifts were ignored, discarded as if they were mere trash. Their cries of remorse were meaningless, echoing into the void with no response.
"You have forgotten your place," it roared, its voice shaking the very ground beneath them. "You have become arrogant, taking credit for what is rightfully mine, and now you shall pay the price. Now you will face my wrath, a wrath that knows no bounds and shows no mercy."
The fog swirled around the spirit's feet, a physical manifestation of its fury, thickening with each passing moment. The villagers trembled, knowing that their pleas were in vain. Their fate was sealed, and there was no escape from the spirit's wrath.